Make sure you check out our new sponsor, The Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. What's going on? We back. Goodfellow Sports TV. We in the building one time for the one time we grinding. And we're going to talk about Terence Crawford. Errol Spence is a B-side solved a little bit, but don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow One Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products, lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bomb, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade. And we may be doing a giveaway with them today. We did 2 or 3 giveaways. We did 3 giveaways yesterday, so be on the lookout for some more giveaways through the week. But let's talk, man. Pretty much, Terence Crawford tickets with Amir Khan are not moving. They're almost guesstimated to be a month out. So they fighting April 20th in New York City. If you didn't know, Danny Garcia, Adrian Granados is moving to the StubHub Center, Carson, California. So they don't have Garcia and Granados to compete with for the Battle of New York. Granados and Garcia was slated to fight in Brooklyn. Crawford got Madison Square Garden, New York City, all to itself. And the blue is all the tickets still available for Crawford and Amir Khan. It don't seem like the UK fans are coming over here giving Amir Khan a chance to win. It don't seem like a bunch of people that support Terence Crawford are coming up to New York to see him fight. And Crawford historically doesn't do well in New York like some of the PBC fighters do. And it's a work in progress because PBC has been working with the Barclays Center for a few years now. So it's just natural for a lot of the people in Brooklyn and people in New York to come up to New York and see a fight. Tickets are really cheap. And it's kind of like me going to a Brooklyn Nets game for them, and they have so many fights there and they built a reputation up, of the Barclays Centers being a fight hub. They try to make it like the old Boardwalk Empire or like the lineage of Madison Square Garden has. But point this is people going to point to this and say, well, this is why Errol Spence is the A side and Crawford not. Crawford don't sell nowhere outside of Nebraska. And then you're going to have people that say, Errol Spence sold 15,000 with Lamont Peterson at the Barclays Center. Don't look like Terence Crawford going to sell that. Then you're going to have people say him and Mikey has already sold over 30,000 tickets. And I'll link that source in the description according to Lance Pugmire. So it's some, it's more filled in when you look at the Mikey and Errol seat chart, but there's still a lot of seats left. They got a 100,000 seat stadium. They only got 30% filled up of the stadium, because if it's 100,000, 30,000, so 70% left. So they only filled up the stadium 30%. But it's said to be a big rush towards fight night. And when I fly out to the fights, I don't buy mine until the day before. So tomorrow should be a hell of a push, and Saturday should be a hell of a push for ticket sales there. And tickets are, probably cheaper for the Mikey and Errol fight. To get on the floor is $202. Right before you get on the floor, it's $202. So they priced it cheaper. But, to get in the house for Crawford and Khan is $78 is the lowest I've seen for verified resale. For standard admission was $81. So, they're not too far off, but that stadium is way bigger. So it'll be interesting to see if they can, sell, get to 50,000 and fill that up 50%, get at least to 60,000, Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. But does this, go ahead and make the case that, Errol is more of a ticket puller and more popular than Terence Crawford, even though Crawford fighting on ESPN? Yeah, you can use this as a huge gauge, but Amir Khan got popularity just as Mikey Garcia, Amir Khan has been in way more bigger fights, way more in the spotlight than Mikey Garcia, so he bringing the whole country on his back. They both pay-per-views, and you can argue that Errol Spence is the more popular fighter. I said that before. Errol Spence got a cult fan following. For a black fighter, that don't come easy. And for whatever reason that is, that he got a huge fan following and fans that are ride for him like Mexicans ride for Mexicans. I think that's something to, be enamored at. We poke fun at it, but right now it's proving that Errol Spence is moving better, and it's proving that Errol Spence is going to be the A side. So once again, if you don't fight Sean Porter or Keith Thurman next in the next 2 fights, right now he deserved a lion's share of the pot. You know, you can say what you want to say about Crawford, but he ain't pulling tickets outside of Omaha. Errol Spence pulled tickets in New York. Errol Spence pulled tickets in Texas. You know, and we can see if he can pull tickets in Vegas or pull tickets in LA, but I'm pretty sure Vegas from Dallas, from Texas, ain't that far of a drive. You know, you be driving to Texas for days. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see, man. I think he is the more popular fighter. He was a more celebrated amateur as well, too. He made the U.S. Olympic team. He's the best fighter on the team. And Crawford has been pro for, 12 more years longer than Errol Spence, and Errol Spence is bubbling. And you hear Kenny Porter attribute that to social media, and I'm like, well, Errol Spence ain't huge on social media, so I don't get where he gets that from. But, Errol's, I can't be mad at him, I can't be mad at him. It's like, it ain't his fault that, people take a liking to him because he knocked people out. Or he from Texas and he got the whole state of Texas, on his back. He pulling more tickets than Terence. They both pay-per-views. If you want to say, oh, Mikey this and he a Mexican in Texas and Mirkan is this on the... Hey, they both pay-per-views. Errol Spence is selling more than Terence Crawford selling. He sell more when they fight in New York. If they fought in Vegas, he probably sell more than Terence did when he fought Jeff Horn in Vegas. And that's because of Top Rank. Top Rank, he has a promoter, that promotes every one of his fights, Terence Crawford, and they don't promote him the way he needs to be promoted. It's the old school way of promotion. Look at this fight with Mikey Garcia. It's all over. Fox is promoting it on Fox Sports 1. They promoting it during Undisputed. They did a press conference on regular Fox. They did the Camp Life, I think that's what it's called, on regular Fox. You don't see a Terence Bud Crawford promotion run on ABC at all, especially during the basketball games. So once again, of course Errol Spence is going to be more popular. He got a Fox push behind him, but before this, he still was more popular with Showtime push behind him. So it may be because he get knockouts, he aggressive fighter. It ain't nothing boastful about his personality. They both got boring personalities. They both reserved. They show a little personality when they got around each other, but for the most part, Errol Spence is just being pushed better. You got to reevaluate those things. Bob Arum and them, they don't promote shit no more. Bob Arum is a very, very frugal old man. He ain't trying to spend shit that he ain't got to spend. Remember, Mayweather was telling a story about how him and Bob Arum got in an argument because he wanted Bob Arum to spend money to put a poster of whoever Floyd was fighting out there in Vegas, and Bob Arum said he wasn't putting the poster up. It didn't make no sense to put the poster up. So then again, Crawford in a messed up situation. I say it again, Crawford in a messed up situation because he was an old, cheap old man, okay, that don't want to promote his fighters, that think just being on ESPN and running a promo the day or two before the fight and the day of the fight is gonna sell tickets. It's not. At the end of the day, it's proven that Fox numbers has averaged better fight numbers than ESPN ever could. Crawford did $2 million and something versus Benavidez. Sean Porter and Ugas did 2.1. It averaged 1.7, but it did 2.1. You know what I'm saying? It's that fight card should be nowhere near Terence Crawford. Porter can't pull a Tonka truck through the house. But I think this is proving the fact. We no longer need to wait. We know who deserves the lion's share of the pot. This should be a 60-40 fight. In actuality, let's make it a 35 55 fight, and the winner get the 10%. Because really, Errol Spence is the pull. But the problem is Bob Arum is going to try to make it seem like Terence Crawford is the pull, and that's why that fight not going to happen. And once again, I said it before, Terence Crawford needs Errol Spence more than Errol Spence needs Terence Crawford. If Errol Spence don't fight Terence Crawford, he get the 3 belts, move up to junior middleweight and fight Lubin and J-Rock and Trout and a few other guys there for the belt. He unified 154. That's good. Crawford can't go up no more, according to Bob Arum. So Crawford stuck at welterweight with nobody to fight. He can try to get some, fight some other dudes when people move in, but pretty much, that Errol Spence fight for him is to solidify his legacy, if not being, for people saying, oh, he ain't never fought nobody, even though I don't believe that's true, but he need Errol Spence more than Errol need him, because Errol can move up probably multiple weight classes, and people won't even remember he needed Terence Crawford didn't fight him. But hey, it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can reach out to the email as well if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or a video request. Other than that, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, much, much more. We'll be doing giveaways with them as well. Website, promo code in the description. Appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think. Goodfella Sports TV. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. One time for the one time. Bless everybody out there. We on.